All right, let's come to the backs of our mats. Getting started, we're going to take a nice deep inhale, take your arms up to the ceiling. As we exhale, let's lower these elbows out to the side, squeezing your shoulder blades. Inhale up, exhale, squeezing back, all the way up. Last one here, squeeze back, just hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release your arms to the side. Let's just come into some squats. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Just warming up through those legs. We are into workout 158 today. We've got a nice pyramid working through 3 sets of 5 exercises. So once we make our way through, we're going to repeat from the bottom up. 40 seconds on with a little rest in between. All right, let's go for 3. Then we're going to go for a squat hold, 2, and squat hold. 5 seconds here. Then you're going to grab onto your ankles, press your hips up. 3, 2, and 1. Just pressing up through your hips, round through your spine. Feel free to take a little rock side to side, maybe even a little pedal through your legs. Nice deep breaths. Let your head drop down, rounding through that lower back. And let's take our hands down onto the mat, and we're going to walk out into a high plank. And then we're going to walk all the way back in, working some inchworms. I want you to roll your spine up. Rolling down, and let's walk out again. All the way into that high plank, and then pushing those hips back. Big roll up, and then roll back down. Last one here. Walking all the way out. Let's hold our plank here for 5. Pressing up through those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walking all the way back in. Stacking your spine. Big shoulder roll at the top. And let's get ready for today's workout. We are starting with a forward and reverse lunge. We're going to keep our right foot down, so come into the center of your mat. And let's step forwards and then back. You can have a little rest in between if you want to, or start to flow straight through these 2 moves. Grounding through that right foot. All right, so as we transition, let's really squeeze those heels and toes down through that right foot. Getting that knee, or both knees down. Get a little wobbly. Look at something still. After this, we're going to grab onto 1 dumbbell. I can see my reflection in the mirror. 3, 2, last one. All right, just reach down and grab 1 dumbbell. We have some squats with some extensions, feet hip distance apart. We're going to reach out in front, squat press, and then 1 overhead. So 1 at 45. And 1 overhead. Getting that nice extension through your arms. Don't forget about your lower body here though as well. Driving those hips down. We're going to keep those abs on here too though. No flaring through that rib cage. Nice deep breaths. Start to take it a little bit quicker if you want a bit more here. Otherwise, slow and controlled also will get you. Whew. Coming onto the mat after this for a bit of abs. Let's go, last one. And bring it in. Dumbbell down. Coming on down, we have some sit-ups with toe touches. So elbows wide, feet down. As we crunch, reach to the left toes and then alternate. Getting that little rest in between now. By all means, if you want more, hold your crunch. Now try not to just reach your hands to your toes without lifting up through those shoulders. Try and peel that shoulder off the mat and meet that leg halfway. Then we're grabbing both dumbbells, coming into a bit of a high kneel. 2 and 1. All right, quick transitions, my gosh. Let's grab the dumbbells. We might face side on for this one. Find a kneel hover squat, that's where my brain is at. And we are working tricep pulses. My brain is lagging today, my body's warmed up, but my brain's still trailing behind. Let's go. Hold those elbows up. Just kicking those forearms out. Slight tuck under of that tailbone. Now you are holding this hover squat. So abs are on. Squeezing those feet into the mat. Trying to get that full extension behind you. Let's go for 2 and 1. All right, holding onto these dumbbells, coming onto the mats. Bridge hold onto our toes. Dumbbells up to the ceiling, you can squeeze them together. We are working skull crushers. All right, now if you want a little bit more here, you can separate those hands. All right, or a little bit less, just squeeze them together. Get a little bit more control through those arms. Now don't forget about that lower body. Squeezing those glutes up high on those toes. But keep drawing those ribs down to your hip bones. Abs are always on. Great news is this is the last exercise of the first set. So we're going to start to make our way back up. Coming back into those triceps. Let's go. Back into that knee hover. We know the exercise is now lift up those elbows. Half squat hold. And let's kick these forearms out. Can we take the eye gaze to the top of the mat? Let's keep a nice long line through that body. Then we're back into those sit-ups. With those toe taps, we're going to drop those dumbbells to the side, but keep them handy. Past halfway. Can we lift those elbows up a little higher? Getting a little rest shortly. Let's go for 3, 2, and last one. Woo, drop it down. Sit-ups with the toe touches, elbows wide. Right hand, left foot, crunch it up. Alternating those sides, feel free to hold that crunch for more. Really peeling that one shoulder off that mat. Remember, meet your leg halfway through your chest and your shoulders. Halfway point. And then we are back into those squats. You're going to grab one dumbbell on your way up. Ooh, feeling this one now. Let's go. 3, 2, last one. Whew. All right, rolling on up, grab that one dumbbell. Squats, presses. Now remember, press out in front and one overhead. Let's squat, reach out and over. Driving up through those heels. Let's get that body all the way up. And then we're going to finish it off with those lunges. This time we're going to work through that left side. Let's go past halfway, just over 10 seconds. Can we try and go a little bit quicker, maybe even a little bit deeper in those squats? Let's go final 2. Last one. Whew. All right, drop these dumbbells. Let's go, left foot stays planted in the center of your mat. We're going to step forward with the right and then step back. Now remember, a little bit less, a little pause in between if you need to until you get that balance. I'm going to have to stop talking soon so I can focus on my balance. Oh, that's a burner. Past halfway, then we're going to get that little rest. Let's go. Final 2 sets here. One more backwards and forwards. Whew. All right, quick shake out. All right, we've got a 30-second rest before we start set 2. Feel free to stretch anything out, maybe some quads. You can get your hamstrings hinged forward if you want to. Grab a drink. We've got about 20 seconds until we start set 2. Make sure you get a shake out through those legs because the first one, we're going to be working those legs again. All right, you're going to need 2 dumbbells. Sumo squat pulses with an overhead press. Toes out, okay, dumbbells at your shoulders. Let's go down. 1, 2, 3, press up. 1, 2, 3, press up. There we go. Toes and knees turned outwards. Trying to keep those knees in line with those toes. Now, if you want a little bit less, just bring those legs in a bit closer. Good. Now try and make that press up explosive. Drive through your heels. Coming onto our mat shortly. Let's go last set here. Whew. All right, dumbbells down, laying on our left side. Make sure there's no metal bottles in the way. Lengthen your right leg out. I'm just going to tap it forwards and back. But trying not to rock the body. All right, so don't take it too far back where you start to open up your hips. Okay, hips are staying stacked the whole time. Get that control. Maybe once you start to get control, you can start to make them a little bit bigger. We're going to go straight to the left side after this. Got that nice sun shining in. Woo. Let's go. Final 3, 2, and last one. Woo. Rest it down. Flip on over. Let's go straight to that left side. Out in front and behind. Now, by all means, you can flex your foot here or rotate it on the angle. Up to you, whatever feels good for you. Don't forget about your upper body. Let's press up strong through that right shoulder. Beautiful. Grabbing those dumbbells shortly. A bit more of an upper body exercise coming up. Give those glutes a little rest. 10 seconds, stay with me. Let's go for 3, 2, and last one. All right, grab your dumbbells. We're gonna have our palms facing down for this one. We're gonna reach across to the left shoulder, lower down, then to the right. Just a soft micro bend through your elbows. Trying to reach those dumbbells up towards those shoulder height. Whew. Good chance to get that breath back. Unless you've opted for some heavier dumbbells. You're probably feeling this already in your shoulders. Whew. But these 1 kilos are definitely feeling a lot heavier than a 1 kilo. Whew. Less than 10 seconds. And we're going to drop those dumbbells, come into a high plank. Last one. All right. Dumbbells down, plank, pyramid toe tap. All right, high plank hold, push back into a pyramid. Opposite hand to opposite ankle. Make sure you lower back down into that high plank before we alternate and transition. So bringing those hips back into center, shoulders over those wrists before we push back and reach for those ankles. Good ab exercise, shoulders as well, but also getting that stretch of your hamstrings slightly. Not really feeling the stretch right now though, more just in my shoulders. Let's go, team. Last one here. Whew. All right, that was it. Let's make our way back up this pyramid. Grab your dumbbells and let's go right hand to left shoulder, lower down. Whew. Now that we know the exercises, we can start to transition, go straight into the move. Coming back on our right side after this, working through that left leg with those taps. Making our way back up, past halfway. Try and control these arms on the way back down. Don't just drop them down. Let's try and slow it down. Get that last burn. One more. All right, drop it down. Let's come onto our right side, lengthen out through your left. And let's go forwards and back. Okay, try and keep that control through your waist. You can use your top hand on your hip if you want to. Have a feel on your hips, make sure they're not rocking side to side. Really lengthen through this left leg. Let's go halfway point. Here it is. Lifting that leg up nice and high on that transition, backwards and forwards. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Whew, there we go. Flip it over straight to the right leg. Press up strong through that left shoulder and start to get that control through your hips, forwards and backwards. All right, after this, we are back into those sumo squats, grabbing those dumbbells on the way back up. So that's your last exercise coming up of this set. Get a quick breather before we head into that final set, set 3. All right, stay with me just over 10 seconds. Keep lengthening through that right. Press up strong through that left shoulder. Let's go, final 2. Last set, forwards and backwards. Whew. All right, grab these dumbbells. Let's come straight back into these sumo squats. Dumbbells at your shoulders, feet wide. Let's squat pulse. Overhead press, there we go, home stretch, then we'll get a little rest. Sitting down nice and low. Squeezing through those heels, let's make it explosive on the way up. Get that full extension through your arms. Oh, sorry ladies, a bit laggy there. Ooh. 10 seconds. Let's go, let's get down deeper in these squats. Last set, and drive it up. There we go. Drop your dumbbells. Make sure you stay hydrated. Go for that 30-second break. Shake out those legs. We are starting with another lower body exercise in this next set. So feel free to go for some stretches, maybe little pedals through your legs here, whatever feels nice. Okay, shake it out. We're going to grab one dumbbell for this first one. Okay, feet hip distance apart. It is a squat reach. Okay, dumbbell just at your chest to start with. We're going to lower down to the left as we squat, then reach up to the right. Drop down and reach. Whew. Getting that full rotation. Can your eye gaze follow that hand? That's just going to encourage your torso to twist as well, your chest following that dumbbell. Getting those abs and glutes here and shoulders, bit of everything. Then we're going to go straight to that left side, about 10 seconds. Let's go for 2 more sets. Last one. Whew. All right, quick shake out, straight to the other side. Find your position. Let's go straight down. Drive it up. Use a nice deep exhale. Help to drive those arms and legs up. Try and almost tap that dumbbell to the mat. Whew. Then we're going to grab onto that other dumbbell, work a little bit more upper body shortly. Whew. Just over 10 seconds. Try and keep that range all the way down. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Whew. All right, I'm out of breath on that one. Grab your other dumbbell. We are working a Y raise. Soft bend in your knees, hinge forward. Thumbs facing up, and let's reach those dumbbells up to the ceiling, getting that nice Y shape. Chest slightly hovered over those knees. Keep the control through your arms here. Whew. Try to slow down those breaths. Then we're coming down on the mat, working a little bit more through the abs, dropping those dumbbells, but keep them handy. Last one. Whew. All right, make your way down. Toe taps. All right, holding your legs in that tabletop, arms to the side, and tapping one toe down at a time. Keep trying to press that belly button down into the mat here. Make sure those knees aren't coming further into your chest, past your hips. You want to keep them in that nice 90-degree angle as they come back in. Now, by all means, a little bit more here. Feel free to go for that double toe tap. Whatever your body is feeling, just keep control through that lower back. Grabbing those dumbbells shortly in 2. And last one. All right. Rolling on up. We're going to stay on our knees. Just grab those dumbbells. Palms facing up. We've got a bicep curl. Curl in, then rotate to the side, curl up. So one out in front and one to the side. Getting those biceps, the rotator cuff on that rotation as well. So as we take those forearms back to the side, make sure we're squeezing those shoulder blades. Can we also just try to relax through the shoulders, the tops of the shoulders, relaxing through the neck. Nice deep breaths. Always trying to exhale on that effort. Inhale on the release, last one. Whew, let's make our way back up, back into those toe taps, dumbbells to the sides. Let's go straight into it. This is our final set. How good. Last time doing these exercises. And then we're gonna go for that nice cool down. Here we go. Start to challenge yourselves here. Maybe opting for that double toe tap. You can even go for a bit of a leg extension rather than a bend if you want to. Or even hold a crunch while you're in these toe taps. All right, just over 10 seconds. Ooh, then coming back into those Y extensions. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rolling on up, grab these dumbbells. Okay, find your hinge forward, thumbs up, and let's go straight into it. Reach up and lower. Just keep a soft bend in those elbows. Neck is long, have a look at the floor just in front of you. Now try and keep the control through your arms here. We're not just flapping those arms up. And then we're coming back into those squat reaches, getting that heart rate up to the end. Ooh, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rest one dumbbell down by all means. Feel free to hold on to that second one. We're gonna reach down to the right. Let's go squat, reach, and extend. Whew. Last 2 exercises. Getting that burn right at the end. Through the whole body here. Let's go. Can we start to go a little bit quicker through this? Let's finish off strong. Try to get that full twist through that torso. Whew, just over 10 seconds. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Whew, shake out. Let's go straight to the other side. We got it, team. All right, reach, extend. There we go. Last exercise. We're going to cool it down after this. Keep going all the way to the end. Get that depth in your squat. You've got it, I believe in you. Let's go. Keep that range. Keep that extension. Whew. Just over 10 seconds. Home stretch. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Whew. My gosh. Shake out those legs. Try to slow down those breaths. Grab a quick drink if you want to. We're going to go for a cool down. Let's just go for some nice big shoulder rolls. Whew. Try to get those nice deep breaths in. All right. We're going to start to roll down onto our mats. Tuck your chin under. Slowing it down. Hands coming onto the mats. Start in your high plank, then push back into your downward dog. Take a little pedal through your heels, maybe a little rock side to side through your hips. Good, slowing the breath down. And let's bring this left knee in, working a pigeon pose. Start to untuck your right foot. Fingertips to the mat, leaning your hips down into the mat. Now you can choose to either stay here, or if you're feeling comfortable enough, rolling on down. Slowing those breaths down, feeling that stretch through your left glute. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walking back onto those fingertips. Tuck your right toes under, push back into that downward dog, and let's bring that right knee in. Untuck your left toes on your fingertips to start square off those hips. You can start to roll down if you feel a little bit more comfortable, depending on how tight you're feeling today as well. Just really slowing those breaths down. See if you can start to take an even longer exhale out. All right, tuck those left toes under. One last time, push back into that downward dog. And we're gonna drop those knees down to the edges of the mat, toes together, just push back into that child's pose. Just take some deep breaths here, resting your forehead down on the mat, maybe closing your eyes. Let's take a couple deep breaths. See if you can take the exhale out through your nose. Last one, nice deep inhale. Slow exhale out. Start to roll your spine up. Find that seated position, and you guys are all done. That was workout 158. Make sure you grab some water, stay hydrated, and hopefully we see you back for 159. Thank you.